oldest son is a pastor in Los Angeles, has a very strong church. The other day he produced the list of all the members of his church to show me. And he proved to me that every single person who is actually a member of his congregation is active in a small group ministry. I did not believe it, but every single member. And one day I was in his church listening to him, and he said to the congregation, we have many visitors present too. He said, if you wish to become a member of this congregation, you must be willing to be incorporated into a small group where you will learn to fellowship together and you will be taught how to become active in ministry. And he said, if you are not willing to do this, please do not apply for membership in this church. We do not want you. He's very bold. I don't know where he got that from. And so he has probably the most active congregation in Los Angeles. Every person is actively involved in ministry. So this is a very significant thing being said here. Because my son received an invitation to become the pastor of a big church in Washington, D.C. 800 members in this church.
800 Mitglieder.
And they had 25 names that they were looking at. And they interviewed all 25 pastors.
Und sie haben alle 25 Pastoren interviewt und am Ende blieben 2 Namen übrig.
And the associate pastor at Loma Linda University Church was the second one.
Und der
So they called these two to go back to Washington to be interviewed a second time. And they decided to offer my son the position of senior pastor. His wife went with him and she was quite excited. And it's very helpful for a pastor to have an excited wife. Because sometimes the pastor wishes to go, but his wife does not. And my daughter-in-law is homeschooling their 2 children. This is my Cuban daughter-in-law. She is a school teacher, and she has her children in a very wonderful Christian homeschooling organization. But she was excited about moving to Washington, D.C. She has never lived on the east coast of America. My son lived over there for many years. He knows this area.
Also sind sie zurückgekommen nach Kalifornien.
And he telephoned me.
Und hat mich angerufen.
And he said, Dad, we are moving. I said, okay, great.
Und ich sag, super.
He said, maybe we are not moving. I said, yesterday you were moving and today you are not. He said, well, one of the associate pastors in Washington is angry because he was not asked to be the senior pastor. He said, I have unified leadership here in my church. Why would I go there and take on leadership that is disunified? I said, good thinking. Stay here. Next day he called again. He said, we think we will move. And one whole week went by, and every day was a different story. Finally, after 1 week, he called me. I said to him, I am exhausted. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. He said, Dad, why don't you give me your honest opinion? I said, this is not my call. He said, yes, but I want your thinking. I said, okay, you shall have it. Now we have this word in English, I hope it's in German too, vacillation. You don't have it? Vacillation is when you're like this.
Wechselhaft, ja.
I said, from my experience, vacillation is not of God. If God is calling you, you are clear in your mind. This is a calling from God. We will do it. I said, I will stand behind you. I will support you in every way. But this business, this is not the way God operates. He said, okay, that is very helpful. And he made the decision to stay in Los Angeles, where he has a church with 300 members. He chose not to go to the church with 800 members. And I believe he made a very good decision. With the mind of Christ.